Well, hello, everybody. I am back. Sorry that I totally was out, everybody. I was out of it. I thought, well, I'll run a bunch of battles in between and I'll rest and I'll spend some time with the family and do all of that stuff. Nope. I laid down. I literally had my watch on so it would wake me up every 30 minutes. So I had my watch on. I had my alarm set. Slept right through it, everybody. I was so exhausted. I had done so much stuff here for this stream today that I was out of it for sure. So we're going to have some fun, everybody. We're going to go full retro mode here in the stream. Now, of course, we're just going to continue playing some battles. And again, I apologize to everybody who was doing battles there. Again, sometimes I burn the candle at both ends and then in the middle and on the sides and all of that. A little too much and wore myself out. But we're going to go old school, flashback from 7 years ago. We're going to play a little bit of Fallout Shelter. We're going to start a brand new vault and get that going. And we're going to start that going for a bit. We're going to play that for a little bit. Man, I haven't played it like fully on in a long time. I just usually just send out my peeps and send them out for a week and then bring them back and all of that. So do a little retro play and then have this kind of running in the background while we jump into some Satisfactory. We're going to take a look at that. And then in a little bit, we're going to check in on V Rising and see how everyone's doing on the server. We might bounce around a little bit. Again, it's my birthday, everybody. I'm 52 years old. I had a great time hanging out with my family. They bought me a little cake and some fun stuff. Let me show you what they got me. Right over here, let's see. Let me grab some stuff from over here. And again, everybody knows that I have a sweet tooth, everybody. And they got me some Whoppers. Very nice. Now, see, I'm the type of person, everybody, that I don't need a lot of stuff for my birthday. And I don't need a lot of stuff for Christmas or whatever. I love to watch other people open stuff. But they also got me a cool Star Wars thing. Little Star Wars set for Legos. And I'm not I don't collect a lot of Legos. I'm not a big Lego guy anymore. I have tons of Legos, though. I have literally thousands of dollars worth of Legos. I have the original Lego set, by the way. You ever seen that part in the Lego movie where it's like, you want to build a spaceship? You want to build a spaceship? I have that spaceship from when I was a kid. And I actually still have all of the pieces and all of the instructions on how to build it. And that's one of my kind of, things I want to do in the future is I have a whole setup over here where I can do a vertical camera from up above. And I can do unboxings in there, which you've probably seen in some of my unboxings. But also I could do like Lego builds and fun stuff like that. Things that I just want to do because I want to do it, right? That's what's so nice about doing this is that I just do it because I want to. And it's really not... something that's like, hey, I want to make a lot of money doing that thing, or, this is a great career path or anything of that nature. It's more of, I love to do it. And then that means I'm going to do it. That's just as simple as that. So there we go. Vault 52 in honor of the day. I was thinking of that, AMZ, starting a new Vault 52, because I originally started my vault, by the way, and this is how I did, how I came up with my vault name, is that I was 45 years old at the time. It was my 45th birthday when I decided to become a professional streamer, and so I went in and started a vault called Vault 45, and it has run every single day since this game is launched. And it's still running to this day. It is definitely a long-running vault and runs pretty well. Now, I've actually done a bunch of other vaults as well and done it many times here in the stream. But that one still goes and still has the people's names in it that would come into my stream and say, Kismet, hey, add my name to one of the peeps in the vault. And I would add their name in and do all of that fun stuff. And we would guess which cards were going to go. And a lot of fun stuff. If you want to see all those past streams from literally years and years and years, like half a decade ago, you can check them out up on my YouTube channel. There's tons and tons of stuff up there. And I'll throw them in the chat for you if you want to check out that YouTube. Hit that subscribe over there and enjoy some of those old school videos with a very younger version of me. I love to watch those sometimes. I'm like, man, I sure am way younger in those videos. That's for sure. For sure. So very, very fun stuff. So we might just do that. We might just do Vault 52 and get it going. Or Vault 7 for the Twitch anniversary? Well, I'm not going to do 2 vaults. 1 vault, as it is pretty rough. Because what happens in the beginning of the game is that you're waiting a lot. And in the later game, there's more things happening. But in the beginning of Fallout Shelter, you got to get past that stage, just like if you're playing Satisfactory or something like that, where you have that beginning stage where you're kind of ramping up into stuff. And they've added tons and tons of stuff to Fallout Shelter over the years. I would love if they took Fallout Shelter and they turned it into a game like My Time at Porta, where it's like a 3D version. You're going around, you're talking and interacting with people, and has all this storyline, and you become the overseer. And then as the overseer, you have to manage people. But first, you have to go to, Vault-Tec University first and, study up and, have a mentor that teaches you how to be a thing. And of course, in standard Fallout style, everything goes off the rails. You have to make these tough choices. And all of that. So I think that would be absolutely amazing. I would love to see a game like that come out, but who knows? They're busy doing other things like Starfield and whatnot, which is another game. I'm going to play the heck out of that game as well. So again, thanks everybody. We're going to keep those battles going, and I do apologize for dozing off on you all. But remember, I am now 52 years old. So my batteries are like an old iPhone. They go to about maybe 60, sometimes 80%, and they get down about 30%, and then I just shut off. That's as much as I can do in a day. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and jump into some Fallout Shelter. Let's do it. All right, and again, it's Kismet's prerogative tonight. I'm going to play what I feel like playing on my birthday, and we're going to extend it, the birthday stream, all the way into the morning. Now, you might notice some little peeps dancing around over there. Look at them go, everybody. Those are my new little animated characters, of course, part of the Kismet Love Train. Man, that is a whole bunch of work. It's about thousands of hours worth of work over there. Only I would do something as crazy as that, is actually making 3D animated characters that literally, I bought a $4,000 program called Maya to do that kind of stuff, and it did nothing but crash on me for years, everybody. I could barely do anything because it would just crash over and over and over and over and over. And so eventually I kind of got into, and I love 3D design. I've been doing 3D design forever. I would not consider myself that great at it. You got to know what you're good at, everybody. But I really clicked with a program lately called Blender, and it's free. And that's pretty awesome considering this other program costs $4,000, Maya, which is, used in the industry and the highest level of animation. And then a free program, which I click with way more because of the way that it's set up, the way that you approach it. It's more of an artist approach as opposed to a hugely technical approach, which Maya is. Maya is very, very, woo, mama. That hill you got to climb to get that knowledge is pretty steep. And I have watched thousands of hours worth of videos as well on Maya and how to use Maya and do all this stuff. The interface is clunky and old school and whatnot, but it's incredibly powerful, an incredibly amazing program. But I just can't make it do what I want it to do. And Blender, I can. As you've seen probably from my startup stuff, as for my little dance guys there, and so on. And that just, see what this does right here is it opens up a world of possibility of animation, of effects and things that I can do here in the stream. And that's really what I want to do now. Work on animation, do animated stuff, along with streaming and doing videos and guides and all that other stuff that I love to do. And if I was only younger, everybody, and still in my 20s, I'd be crushing this right now. I'd be absolutely crushing it. So having lots of fun. For some of you who actually came in and saw me do the Love Train here on the stream, I was working on the engine of the Love Train, where I took a 2D emote and I converted it to a 3D version of it for my Love Train. And I have a thing called the Love Train Raid, which we're going to do today, everybody, which we haven't done in a while. And the reason why we haven't done it in a while is I've been working on it. And whenever you're working on something, you always feel like, okay, I'm almost done. but no, I want to fix this. And oh, I'm almost done. I want to do this one more thing. And I'm almost done. And before you know it, like a month goes by, 2 months, 5 months, 6 months, and it just keeps going by. And I love to animate, everybody. And in any industry, even if you're a graphic designer like me, I've been a graphic designer for 30 years, there are different compartments of being a graphic designer, right? Some people will just work on the printing. Some people work on the pre-press stuff, which is getting it ready for printing. Some people do the actual design part of it, which is going in and figure out your spacing and putting in your text and graphics and all of that. Some people just do logos. Some people just do letterhead. Some people just do business cards. Some people do t-shirts. See, there is such a huge industry just around that one thing, graphic designer. And I've done all of it, everybody. I've done every type of graphic design you can do, which is awesome. And the same thing as a 3D artist, you might be doing animation, might be just to be doing lighting. You might be doing modeling, and then you pass it on to the next person who's doing all the texturing, and then you pass it on to the next person who's doing the lighting, and then you pass it on to the next person who's doing the animating, and then you pass it on to the next person who's doing all the scene generation, and then you pass it on to the next person who's doing all the compositing and all of that stuff. There is such a huge wide variety of things that you can do in each industry, but you find the thing that you love to do, and then you want to focus on that, and then have a bit of general knowledge of what everybody else does. It's just like being in a group, everybody. Like if you're in a group, say in World of Warcraft, you want to know not only your role, maybe you're a healer, like usually I am, how to heal people and what to do and what your skill rotations are and who to heal first and who to heal second. If someone's got to die, who you're going to let die so you can save the entire group, that kind of thing. But you also want to know what the tank job is and what the DPS job is, right? And the off tank and all the other people who are in there, right? Maybe you got a rogue in there who's going to sneak in and do the first hit or whatever. Or just sneak by and then hit the thing so everybody could get by to go to the thing or whatever it is. You want to have an idea of those other roles as well. And the same thing in animation, same thing as an artist, designer, musician, whatever it is you want to do. It's good to kind of bring that focus in. And that's what I do here in the stream. Like, what is my focus here? What am I doing as a streamer? Well, my job is obviously to entertain you, but also to bring a little joy and positivity into your day. That's my number one goal here in the stream, every stream. And that's why we call it the BSE, or the best stream ever. And you're in it right now. So let's just start this stream right, everybody, by getting a giveaway going on, because I love doing giveaways. It's one of my favorite things. And I put every penny right back into the stream, and a whole bunch of my pennies. My wife thinks I'm crazy. My accountant thinks I'm crazy. And that's okay. I am a little crazy, so there you go. It all equals out in the end. So we're going to go ahead and give another away a random Steam game today. Now, I do have a code for the thing, V Rising. So if you want to play some V Rising with us, potentially tonight in just a bit, we will give away one of those as well. And you're like, well, Kismet, how do I be part of the giveaway? Well, first, let me get my giveaway to come up, because I don't know what it is about my giveaway thing. I have to reload my thing every time. Come on, the little thingy. Should pop up right here. There we go. All right, giveaway's underway. Now, if you ever want to know how to be part of the giveaways, I have it down below in the panels, but also you just go exclamation giveaways in the chat. Usually you'll see it in the title also of my stream, and it will tell you exactly how to be part of those giveaways. I literally give away thousands of dollars worth of stuff every single year, and I love it. I love doing it because I think it's cool when you win something. It doesn't matter if it's the most expensive thing or just a cool little game that you might fall in love with. It might become your favorite game in the future. I love doing that stuff just to bring a little spark in someone's day when they win that cool thing, or they get that cool Stream Raider skin, or maybe they win a cool Mr. Handy or some cool thing that Bethesda Gear sends me, or Mountain Dew, or whatever it is, and whatever lucky thing that I get to do here in the stream, I just pass on that love to you guys. And that's what the Kismet Love Train is all about, passing on that love to others, pushing it forward for other people as well. And I can't wait to show you guys what I've done with the Kismet Love Train raid, which we'll get to at the end of the stream. But for right now, we want to go ahead and create a vault. Now, let's talk a little bit about Fallout Shelter. This is the very first game that I played here on the stream as a professional streamer. Now, I have actually streamed before that, but I never thought in my wildest dreams, everybody, not only to become a streamer and to do this kind of thing, because I had a job. I'm a graphic designer and also a senior tech at at Apple, so I didn't need another job. And I would just get on here just to show people skill rotations and say, okay, this is how you do your skill rotations. This is the kind of equipment that I have, because it's much easier to show people than to tell people, right? If you tell them on the Discord, or on the phone in this case, if you tell them on the Discord, in those days it was TeamSpeak, by the way, and I would say, hey, you go do this and do that, and they go, well, I don't understand. And I go, well, hold on, let me jump on this thing called Twitch, or Justin TV back in the day, by the way. I'll jump on Justin TV and I'll just show you. And so I would go in and I'd show my members, and they're like, oh, okay, now I get it. Oh, okay, that's awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Or I'd talk about where to stand, don't stand in the acid, don't do all that stuff, right? And just do a bit of guides on how to do that stuff. And I fell in love with doing guides. And then I would do guides on YouTube as well. And I always loved the idea of doing this. This is a great way to interact with people. It's a great way to play games and talk about your favorite thing, whether it's games or cooking, or maybe you're an artist and you like to do painting, or maybe you don't like to do painting. Maybe you like to do 3D animation, right? Maybe you like to do something else. It's a great way to find your peeps who are interested in the same thing that you are. And then, of course, you got the world now to connect with all of the people around the world. So very, very cool. So again, getting back to Fallout Shelter here, the whole premise of this, of course, is that you start up a new vault. So we're going to go ahead and start up a vault, and we're going to start up, since we already have Vault 45, we're going to go in and we're going to use our scroll wheel here, and I'm playing it on the PC directly. We're going to start this off as Vault 52. So it's amazing that you thought of that at the same time as me, AMZ. I thought of that the other day. I thought, oh man, it's my 52nd birthday. I should start a new vault called Vault 52. So all right, so we're going to create our vault. Now, we can go into survival mode. I actually don't like the survival mode because I don't like permadeath modes. So I have tried it. It's just too heartbreaking when my people die, and then I can't bring them back, so it sucks. So we're going to create a vault here. Let's go to it. And I love how it puts the 52 up there, by the way. Congratulations, Vault-Tec has selected you to be the overseer of Vault 52. The vault keeps people safe from the dangers of the wasteland. Oh, does it now? That looks familiar, doesn't it? I actually modeled that. I actually modeled that from scratch just by looking at the desk. It actually looks just like that. I forgot what that said. Each room has a special attribute it uses, assign dwellers with the best special to make them happy and produce extra resources. I missed whatever that last one was. Vault-Tec will give you daily rating based on your performance. Remember to keep your dwellers happy and do a great job. Oh, we're going to crush this. Now, I have actually had some vaults that did fail because I didn't know what I was doing, as most people have that problem, right? And I eventually learned to master the game, and I could actually build a vault from scratch, boom, with no problem. But I haven't built one from scratch in years, everybody, because I have my main vault, and I just usually send people out and then bring them back, maybe do a little bit of this, that, because I only have so much time now to play, but my vault still runs to this day and still goes. All right, let's introduce you to the basic concepts. All right, first, let's build a room. Click on the hammer icon to open up the build menu. This is still a great game today, by the way, everybody. Incredibly great game. Okay, so first thing we need to do is put in our power generator. Now, where you place your buildings in the beginning actually is incredibly important. It actually really does make a difference at the very beginning. I'm trying to remember, I actually made a guide on this, on how to do all of this stuff and in what order to do all the stuff. You can actually check all that stuff out on my YouTube. Actually, some of my guides in Fallout Shelter are some of my top videos that people have watched on my channel. But first, before we get into that, let's go ahead and do a battle before I get too distracted. You know how I am, everybody. I get all off onto something else. To battle! And again, I apologize to everybody who was waiting for me to do a battle earlier when I dozed off and did not wake back up. Dr. J coming in saying, happy birthday. Thank you, Dr. J. Thanks for coming in. We're going to play a little Fallout Shelter as a flashback for a little bit. We're going to get our vault going. We're going to get our people going out to the wasteland, and then we're going to switch over to some Satisfactory. We're going to check in on that. I've been letting that run for a while. We'll get a little bit of that going, and then we'll check in with some V-Rising as well. Welcome back, Overseer Kismet. Thank you, Mr. Macula. Thanks for coming in. Again, we got a giveaway going on right now. Thank you, Dapper Gloom. Happy birthday, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I made it, everybody. I'm still alive at 52. It's incredible. It's absolutely stunning that I'm still going here. I don't know. It's been an absolute uphill climb for the last 7 years, everybody. Actually, 8 years now, since I became ill, to just get out of the bed every day, to not give in to depression or sadness or, just the overwhelming challenge it is to get up and do stuff, right? I mean, just simple stuff, just going up and down stairs, just going from my office into there, to sit here and actually sit at my desk for longer than like 30 minutes and try to do stuff, try to push myself as a person forward. I'm always, even at 52, everybody, I'm always trying to learn new stuff. I'm always trying to push me forward as an artist. And you got to have that passion in your life, everybody, or it'll just, your life will just kind of meander and wander if you can't find a passion for something you love to do. And it's not easy. It's not easy to learn new stuff, as a lot of you know, right? It's not easy to push yourself and say, you know what? I want to learn how to make my guys dance over there. Look at them dancing over there. And I was actually working on this Kismet Love Train, and I was literally crying, everybody. There's a moment in which I am working on the Kismet Love Train. I did all the cars for the Kismet Love Train and all my animated characters. And when I put Norbert on, oh God, look, hold on, it's getting me right now. When I put Norbert on that last train, and I call it the Overburdened with Love train, right? When I put him on that last train and I put him around the bag and he's holding the bag, as you guys will see later on today when we do the Kismet Love Train. And probably on next week, we'll come back and I'll talk a bit more in depth on how I did the animations and all of that stuff. But I want to premiere it for you guys first here on the stream. I literally started crying. I mean, it was so much work and so many years I've put into that to finally get to that moment where I could make him in 3D and I could animate him and make him smile and do all of that stuff. It is so satisfying, everybody. Very, very satisfying to do that. To have those big dreams, like you start with the dreams in the very beginning, like, hey, I'm going to be a streamer and one of these days I'm going to be partnered, right? Now, in the beginning, that seems like insane. Like for me, I'm 45 years old when I started, right? So that's like 0.01%, everybody. That's 0.5% chance that I'm going to go on to be a partner, which is only 1% of 9 million streamers ever become a partner. And then even those 1% of those people, ever go on to be even somewhat successful as a streamer in that particular career. Because it's actually not as easy as it looks, everybody. It's a lot of hard work. That is for sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and grant some rewards. Arrington in the last splash getting some love. Let's see. Gia Ellie, is that what that is? I'm so bad with people's names. If I butcher your name, feel free to correct me in the chat. You got 9 kills and 3 assists. You are our MVP. Arrington coming in with all 6 units. Tubere, EG coming in with all 6 units as well, crushing it. We're going to keep these battles going. I'm going to try to get them going every 30 minutes now, just to make up for my dozing off and my inability to wake up there. Let's go ahead and keep going right here. We'll go ahead and put down I should have probably put my take down, but I think we got that. Let's go ahead and go to it. We'll come back to this. There's a little side game we play called Stream Raiders. It's free to play, mobile and desktop. Sometimes I have people playing games with me like Fallout 76, like Tardis plays the actual game on PC, and then he'll do his Stream Raiders on his phone. And he's doing that at the same time while he's actually in the middle of battle with me in game. I consider that to be incredibly great multitasking. All right, let's get back to it. All right, now again, this is the very first game that I did play on stream. It took me a lot to learn how to take my iPad and get it to work with my capture card and get that to work. I actually was the very first person to stream Fallout Shelter, by the way, on Twitch way back in the day. There was no one else who was streaming. It was just me because I was the only person who could figure out how to make it work, apparently. And then later people came in and were streaming it later on. But I was the only person in that whole category that was streaming it. So pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do our power generator right here. Now it's going to say build, so we're going to build it, and we want to choose a spot to build our power generator. Now, one of the things that you want to do is you don't want to have your power generation being interrupted, right? You don't want that to be interrupted at all. Now, also, when you're building your rooms, you can actually expand the rooms to 2 rooms combined and then 3 rooms combined. And we just happen to notice that right over here that we do have that ability to expand it later on because we've got all of this space up above. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the power generator down toward the bottom right there. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because if people come in and attack it, I don't want them to interrupt my power. Now, usually I put my power up here, but there's a room in the way right now. And so eventually you'll see me switch this where I put this down here and this power up here because some of my highest level people will eventually be in the power station. So in the beginning, power station down. Later on, you want to take this building out. This is your living quarters, and you want to put that down lower because this one you absolutely don't want disturbed because this is the one that makes more vault dwellers, right? You want them people to not be disturbed, making more vault dwellers, getting your vault built up. Now we need dwellers to make our power generator produce power. Okay, let's get some dwellers. Here they come. I still love this game to this day, everybody. This game's been out for years. It came out before Fallout 4, and I still love it to this day. Now, we can go ahead and click on peeps here. Look, new dwellers have shown up at the vault door. Let's look at the stats of the dweller. Click on the dweller to see their info. So we go ahead and check them out. This is a level 1 dweller, but the most important thing you want to check out is right here, which is the special. You can go ahead and click on them as well on that special thing, and it will show you their specials a bit larger. And their strength is 5. So that means that it's going to, this particular dweller is going to be better in the strength room because it's going to generate more power and be better off if they have higher in that particular thing, right? So if they have higher endurance, they'd be better in a certain way. They have higher perception in other ways, and so on. And then other perks are greater for when they go out to the wasteland and look for materials and stuff. And all of that. Now, also down below, which you can't see because I'm in the way, but watch what I can do. Woohoo! I can slide over here. But right down here behind me, down in these slots here, we have a pet slot. We have a hand slot, which is like your weapon slot as well. And then over on the other side, we have some armor, which we'll get into. But woo! Let's slide back over here. We'll get back into it. So this guy right here, Bobby Foster, is great to go in our room here. And let's go ahead and scroll down. Let's go ahead and see who else we've got. Oh, that's it. We just want to do that. Assign the dweller, click and hold them into the plower room. Wow, this thing's really touchy on PC. Holy moly. All right. Click and hold them down, and then you drop them into that one right over there. What happens is they open up the vault, and he gets his vault suit on, and then runs in and goes down the elevator down to the power. So again, put your power down here so it's not being disturbed in the very beginning. All right, now he's off and running power. Now you need a certain amount of power, water, and food for all your peeps. Now we'll go ahead and click on our next dweller here. And then go ahead and assign that one also in there. Now, if you notice when I dragged her icon here, when I grab her and I drag her on there, it actually tells you what they are when you drag them over into a room. And it will say that she was 2 strength. I happen to notice that when I dragged her down and I let go. Which means that her strength is 2. But if I get somebody who has strength that's 3, well, they put them in and take her out and put her in another room. There we go. Now the dwellers are working in the room. We'll start producing resources. Double-click on the room to take a closer look. All right, let's go ahead and double-click on this room. If you're in dire need of extra resources, you can rush mode. Click the rush button to open the rush menu. Now, when you zoom in on a room here, it will actually tell you stuff down here at the bottom. Right now, it is 10 power is being produced every 2 minutes and 3 seconds. And as you add more rooms, of course, you'll need more power to get it going. So we're going to go ahead and hit rush to try to hurry up and get more power and see how we do. Let's go. All right, now it says we have an incident problem of 32%, so it could catch on fire or some other things that could happen. But our potential rewards are 32 caps and 90 XP. So let's go ahead and activate it. And I have the music off. There we go. We got it. All right, we did that, and now we ended up with some caps. Wow, we have 532 caps up there. Nice. Great. Successfully completed your first rush and collected caps. Now, it just helped you with that, everybody. Normally, that would fail, but it just helped you with that, so you got it. Now, let's build a second room. The next room is going to be our diner. This is where we're going to go ahead and produce some food. Now, where would I put my diner, everybody? I would put it right here, because if it does get interrupted, it's not as big a deal if my food's okay. And you can see that we have our three things here at the top where we have our power, our food, and our water that we need to manage. So let's go ahead and build another room, and now we're going to do our water treatment. Now, my water treatment I typically will put on the opposite side, right here. Great work. Here's some food and water to start your vault. Look at the meters to keep track of your resource needs. Okay, there we go. Got me some food and water. Look, more dwellers have shown up at the door. And we're doing a bit of the tutorial here, everybody. There we go. Now that you know the basic rules of the Overseer role, keep expanding your vault. Just remember to keep your dwellers alive and happy. Good luck. All right, thank you. Now, right up here in the corner, you can see there's a 2 right here. That 2 means there's 2 people in the vault, and we have 5 people standing outside the vault, and we need to find out what their role is, what their job is going to be in the thing based on their stats or whatever you feel like basing it on. Now, right here, we can go ahead and check out their level. We've got a bunch of 2s there and level 1. So be okay in the power, be okay if they were doing water, which is perception, or agility here. So this person would be really good in any room. So let's go ahead and just start them off right here in the food one. All right, and you can see also we have some down there achievements to do. We've got this little side menu here that we can click on, our little Pip-Boy. And then we can go ahead and access the store, but I don't have the store turned on right now. Also, we have a map, but we can't do that before we have our Overseers thing. And then, of course, here is our objectives. And then also you get a daily report on your rating as how good of an Overseer you were. But we can go ahead and assign 2 dwellers to a room, successfully rush a room, and we're going to get a Vault-Tec lunchbox. And then, of course, send 1 dweller to the wasteland. We're going to try to get all of those done. I don't like skipping objectives. That's not my thing. I don't like doing it. I like to get it going on. Oh, now look at this person. This person has a specialty. Anything that's 3 and above is like a specialty when you get new dwellers. And that is luck. This person right here is most likely going to be someone that I send out to the wasteland. So we're going to go ahead and grab them. And, you know, just put them right over here in the living room for a sec. Right, and we'll come back to them. Now, while we're waiting for that one, we'll go ahead and see it again. Oh, now look at this. Strength 3, right? So this person is actually better in the power room than this other person. You can see it says S+1, meaning that it's +1 better than the person who's in there. And it's automatically going to choose between the 2 people. Thanks for the follow. It's automatically going to choose between the 2 people who are in there and pull the other person out. Now, that person, oh, we also got a thing done. We got 25 caps there. Now it's automatically going to pull that person out of there, and they're just going to wander around. Now I'm going to actually grab her and put her right there in that perception room, and then also collect a bit of my power. You saw there was a little bolt there that it allowed you have to actually manually collect it. Later on, you can actually automate it with your Mr. Handies and stuff. Who else we got here? Let's go. Oh, and look at this right here. We got someone with agility 5, right? Now, our agility room is right here, and we can see it because it says A right here. It stands for agility, is our diner. So we definitely want this person to be in the diner. Now, I have a special way of naming all of my people in there as well. I'm going to get into that in a minute. And then look at this one with really high perception, a 5 perception. So they're like my primary person who's going to be doing water. So we'll put them in water as well. And then I have another person here who really is kind of middle of the road, right? 2s, 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 a whole bunch of 2s. Oh, hey! Thank you very much also for the raid. Appreciate that, Mandolin. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hey, Looker, thank you very much. It's my birthday today, everybody. We're doing a mega stream. My name is Kismet. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon. I have played all of the Fallouts, by the way. I am the OG, the original gamer from back in the day. I'm also a partner streamer here on Twitch. I've been streaming on Twitch for 7 years today. That's right. It's my 7-year anniversary and also my 52nd birthday. And for my 52nd birthday, we're going back retro to my very first game I played here on Twitch, which is Fallout Shelter. We're going to play for a bit, then we're going to check out Satisfactory, some V Rising. We're going to be going all night long here in the mega stream. We're going to be giving you guys tons of loot. Also, that's right, I give you guys stuff for my birthday, right? I think that's pretty cool. And we've been doing it all month long as well. Nerdy Raid. Hey, I love it when people come in and show their streamers some love by bringing that love to other people's streams. I've literally streamed thousands and thousands of hours and rated thousands and thousands of streamers. Sometimes I am lucky enough to get love from Twitch, and I've been on the homepage where I've gone and found people who only have like 10 or 15 people in their channel and dropped literally thousands of people in their channel, which I consider myself very lucky to get to even do this, everybody. Hey, Zarcade says, how are you doing, brother? I am doing good. How you doing, Zarcade? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Well, the 3D graphics are cool, Kismet. Yes, they are a lot of work, but they are one of my great passions that I really want to get into here in my other half of my life for as long as I can. I appreciate everybody coming in. I played this game twice on Android and other on Switch. I have played it on my phone. I have played it on my old iPad and now my new iPad, as well as I played it on PC as well. And I used to play it actually through BlueStacks, which simulates an Android device, and then you can play it, or an Android tablet, and then you can also play it. But now they have it, of course, on Steam, where you can just take it on Steam and you can put it on your PC and play that way. Though this is a really great mobile game. So if you want to play it on your tablet, wherever it is, really great to just go and have some fun when you're, waiting for somebody. Like sometimes I'm waiting for my kids. Great thing to play on like your phone, or you bring your tablet if you're waiting for your kids. Like sometimes my kids are going to events or whatever, and if you're on time, this is the way I think anyway. If you're on time, you're late. I always get there early, 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever I feel like it needs to be. And then for that 10, 15 minutes, instead of, saying, come on, hurry up, come on, I just play a game. I just play Fallout Shelter, or I play something like even Solitaire I'll play on my phone or on my tablet. I think it's pretty awesome. So thanks for coming in. We got Leon Rue coming in. Nerds sending you some love from the mandolin. Nerds Raid. Well, thank you for coming in and doing that. At the end of my first game, I had all my vault dwellers and had to start and the stats all full. Yes, I'm going to show you how to make mega dwellers in here, everybody. You can actually make incredibly overpowered dwellers in your Fallout Shelter. And that's one of the things that I worked on this. So let me collect some of my stuff here. By the way, you got to keep watching because your people will die if you're not collecting your resources here. And we got some new people in the vault as well. We'll check them out here in a second. Oh, hey, Kismet Love Train coming in as well. We got a Love Train conductor showing you some love. There, Mandolin. That's Insifer, one of my awesome supporters here in the stream. You got a brand new sub. That means you have 3 times the Kiss Caps by hanging out in the channel, 3 times the chance of winning the giveaways. We got a giveaway going right now. Random Steam games. Been giving away tons of stuff. Now, you got to think these Steam games some of them are like $60 Steam games, everybody, like the, AAA games. Some of them are entire games plus all the DLC packs that are worth like $100, as well as a whole bunch of other games. And sometimes I give away specific things, and sometimes I just give away random games, and I have a giant list of a bunch of games to give away. So I'm going to be giving away a lot more here tonight on my birthday. So stick around. Must be present to win. If I call your name, make sure to say something in the chat within 2 minutes, and then you whisper me, and then I will send you free stuff. I know, right? Cool, right? Cool, for my birthday. Hey, I should hydrate, says Looker right there. I like the way you think. Let's do it. Just water, everybody. Just water. I have gotten off a soda because it does add pounds to the waistline. All right, let's get more people going here. Now, again, we're pretty even keeled there, so we're just going to put him inside there. We'll decide what to do with him there. Oh, there we go. Another level 3 strength. She's going to be good for later. So, again, we'll put her right into the vault entrance here. Oh, no. The vault is full of dwellers. Build more living quarters. I like the way you think. Now, normally what you should do is you should build your living quarters right here so you can expand your current building. But you'll actually see me take this out eventually because I'm going to build a power thing there. So the smart thing to do in your living quarters, since we have enough caps, is to put your living quarters down here. because eventually I want to take this one out and add power there. So when I want to expand my living quarters, I can expand my living quarters, I can expand my water and my food, and of course my power. Now, right now, if you look up here, these little lines right across the top here, I don't know if you can see those if you're watching on mobile, but there's a little line right here that's saying if it goes below that threshold, then what's going to happen is that some of these rooms are going to start turning off because it doesn't have enough power. The same thing with your food and water. And this line will move up or down based on if you have too many people or you don't have enough people to keep it going. And you're trying to find a good balance between all those things. And you definitely want to click all of these things and collect so much water and collect so much stuff. Now, also here in the vault, you can see that we've got some people with these little arrows above their head where you can go ahead and level them up. And what does leveling them up do? Well, one, it gives you caps, which is great. But also if you go in and you look at your character here, it will start to get higher and higher levels. So when you send them to the wasteland, they'll have more and more health. Now, one of the things that I do in my Mega Vault, which has run every minute of every day since the very beginning of when this game is launched. That's a good overseer right there, everybody. For literally thousands of real-life days, my vault has run and continued to run every day and has never stopped running, Vault 45, which is pretty awesome. That over 7 years, everybody, 7 years of playing the game, I have basically kept that vault going, which I consider myself a very good overseer if I could do that. And I don't experiment on my peeps or any of that stuff. No, I just try to keep people alive and rocking. All right, who else we got outside the door here? We've got some more people doing strength and all of that. Now, again, you're going to get to a part right here where you can take a look at all of your vault dwellers. And up here in the corner, you can see that we can have 16 dwellers now that we added more living space. So we can have up to 16. Now, one of the things that I suggest you do first is to think about what you're going to do with your power. Usually I get my 4 established rooms and then I start to work on my power rooms. So that's going to be the first double room that I'm going to create right there. There we go. We got that going. Up here, again, we're going to look. This guy's a luck guy. He's better out in the wasteland. This guy right here is pretty even. Let's see if we can see anybody in here who's got some more strength, right? She's got strength. Let's grab her and put her right in there. And if you notice this line up here at the top where the power is has slid down. That's because we have lots of excess power. If we put a lot more buildings in, well, that line's going to slide up saying, hey, you don't have as much power as you should have, right? And again, this gap right here is the fact that I'm not clicking these fast enough. You want to click these the second they come up to keep this power way up here, keep your food up and your water up. Because if you just walk away, this game does not run by itself. You have to physically interact with the game to keep it going. So let's go ahead and see who else we got hanging out at the door. Not so great there, but that's okay. We'll pull them inside, and we'll just have them... Oh, well, actually, it was the wrong person. Oh, intelligence. Oh, we're going to use her later. I meant to get this guy, but whatever. We'll get whoever we can get in. We'll just put him here in this one. Collect our water there. And then we've got one more dweller out here doing his thing. And again, just very even-keeled thing there. Let's just go ahead and put him into strength. And there we go. We got a room unlocked. Now, how do we unlock a room? We unlocked a room because we got to 12 dwellers. And thus, we're going to get a brand new room down here. And you can see we can unlock a ton of various rooms that really help you a lot in the game. But the one we got unlocked is the storage room. Now, we're going to need 300 caps to get that going on. And in the beginning, just like any Fallout game, you're going to be hurting for caps. And you're also going to be hurting for food and water in the very beginning. So if you got people walking around doing diddly squat at the very beginning of your game, what you want to do is you want to take them and you want to send them out to the wasteland like this. Boom. Now, if I had some stem packs and some rataways, I could give them that. If I had a pet, I could go ahead and give them pets. I could give them some weapons or some armor, and you can actually craft weapons and armor in the game as well. But all I want him to do is go out there and explore. So off he goes. Now, another person here who has intelligence, which I actually want to save her because she's intelligence 3. I'm going to go ahead and send this person out to the wasteland there. And there he goes. And I send one to the wasteland, and I've also got some more caps for getting that done. And I'm going to try to be more diligent on collecting my food. Now, one of the problems with keeping all of your people in the vault while you're starting off is the fact that they're going to use up all the food and the water. So if they're just kind of middle of the road kind of person, you want to do that. If they're got a luck right here, we'll go ahead and send them out. And we'll hit explore. and get them out of there. People who have luck, of course, are going to have a higher chance of finding items. And then the same thing here, very even level on their stats, and we're going to send them to the wasteland as well. Just get them out of the vault. And the reason why you want to get them out of the vault is so that you are using less food and less water. You'll actually see your little bar here actually go down because there's less people you need to feed and all of that. Now, I'm also going to grab this lady and send her to the wasteland as well. And that's going to leave us with just a minimum amount of people in here running our power and then running our food and water. And it'll be less of an overhead. If you ever have problems, everybody, if you're hurting for food and water, send a bunch of people out to the wasteland straight away so that you're not getting too many people in the vault without having enough ability to sustain them. So that's probably one of my best first tips in the game, is to immediately send your peeps out. I took a little longer, but immediately send them out to the wasteland and let them go do their thing. Now, if I click up here in the upper left-hand corner in the wasteland area, it'll come up with what they're doing, right? And so Helen right here is running out there, and she's going to explore that wasteland and hopefully find some loot. Same thing here with Dennis, Jonathan, and Tyler. They're all out to go look for loot, and hopefully they find some stamp packs and rataways and some caps and come back. Now, if you let them go out for too long, they're going to die. And when they die, it costs you caps to res them, and then you pull them back. Unless, oh, the mole rat is moving in. He's ready to attack. Now, this is old school style of game. This is how I used to play games back in the day, everybody. They're all text-based. And look at that. He killed the mole rat, and he got some XP. Way to go. Way to go. And usually you want to send them out for about 30 minutes to an hour out into the wasteland. And keep trying to get your regular objectives done here. These ones right here. So we got to collect 50 water. We got to successfully rush one room. And we got to collect 50 food. So I love the water and the food ones because you know you're going to get those done eventually because it's just going to keep asking you to, to keep doing those ones. And then I'm going to go ahead and try successfully rush a room, right? Now, what I do is I'll rush a room right after this timer runs out, right? Because there's no reason to rush the room right when you got the resource because it's not giving you your maximum benefit because it will save you how much ever time it would normally take for that room to come up with that particular resource. And of course, the resources come up faster based on what level each of your individual characters have in that room. So if you have a perception of 5, they are actually bringing that water up faster than if they have perception 1, right? And of course, you can also train them to be very specialized in certain things, which you'll see me do as well. So yeah, a lot of fun playing this game. And again, thank you, Letteru, for the happy birthday wishes. Appreciate it. Silver, thank you so much also for the happy birthday wishes. Yes, it is my birthday. I have made it to level 52 in real life. Now, all right. Now, right when you go to collect this, everybody, click that. Hit that rush button. It's going to hopefully save us 2 minutes and 25 seconds. And we got that done. And we got our very first lunchbox. Yeah, all right. There we go. And we also collected some more water. Getting nice and close on that achievement as well. I like to go in and... oh, wrong thing. I like to go in and keep tabs on what my next achievement is. Level up one dweller. Well, we actually leveled up a bunch of dwellers already, so we kind of missed out on that. And sometimes that's why I won't level up my dwellers until I actually get a achievement for that. And these achievements get really tough eventually, everybody. You should see my achievements in my latest one, in my one that's been running since the last 7 years. Those achievements get insane, like, rush a room 150 times. Something crazy like that. All right, here we got a level up as well. Let's get that. And there we go. So we're earning some caps. We leveled up. We got that one done. We got another lunchbox to unlock as well. We need to set a timer. Hey, Suri. Set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Counting down.
Now, I strongly suggest setting a timer when you send your peeps out to the wasteland so that you can go ahead and follow up with them and hopefully catch them before they die. Now, just so you know, I usually send them out until they die. And then I will res them and then bring them back, right? And what I usually watch is I watch this right here, which is their health bar, right? You got your health bar and you got your level bar here, your XP bar. I find that when you send them out and they have no weapons, no items, no step packs, no nothing in the very beginning, that most of the time they will get all the way to level 2. And if they get to level through level 1 to level 2, it actually heals them all the way back up again. So if you can get somebody to last that long out in the wasteland with no weapons and no items, it's pretty good. Now, sometimes also they'll find items. Let's see if anybody's found any items within just like 3 or 4 minutes in which we have them out there. Nobody so far. Now, if I find somebody who finds something right away, they become one of my top explorers because that means they are a good luck charm. You absolutely want to put them on point. There we go. And we'll keep doing our level ups here. We'll do our lunch boxes here in a minute. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about organizing your crew, right? You've got 12 people in here and it's saying what they're doing, right? They're at the diner. They're out here exploring. It tells you all their levels. And one of the things that I asked for them to do, and they finally did it, I mean, years in, was to put ascending and descending sorting. Not only by name, but also you can do it by level. You can do it ascending or descending, meaning all the level 1s come to the top. Or if you flip it, all the level 2s come to the top. It's very important when you're naming people and when you're working on their specials. Maybe you're trying to figure out their job. You don't want the explorers at the top. Who you want the diners and all the other people at the top. It's really great. And another one I use the most probably of that sorting. Oh, hey, thank you so much for the biddy love. Oh, thank you, Looker. Look, you made my dragon dance over there. Thank you so much for coming in and showing that love. Thank you for those biddies. And then one of the things, of course, I'll do is happiness, right? So I'll sort it by the most happy individual in the base or in the vault right now, Deborah, or the least happiest person in the vault. Now, one of the things you can do is actually rush to try to help their happiness go up. And if you notice, all the people with 50% happiness are typically the people who are out exploring right now because they're getting attacked by rad roaches and death claws and who knows what they're getting attacked by out there. But we want to go out there and collect some loot. Oh, and there's our water as well. All right, nice. And we got another lunchbox. There's 3 lunchboxes we got now. And so they'll go out and they'll hopefully find us some loot, including some weapons and some armor and things of that nature and outfits that are going to help us actually manage our things even more. Because you can put outfits on your characters to actually boost their ability to produce in that particular room. So not only is it their stat, but it's also their outfits that they're wearing that can help boost it. And I usually keep a lot of extra outfits around. Now, I don't really need to expand my vault right now because it's really in a great equilibrium. If you have these 3 and then just 2 power, you are more than well off in here. Now, I could actually go in and start adding dwellers by putting the males and the females together and let the magic happen and create little vault dwellers as well. But I don't do that in the beginning. I try to get up to about 24 dwellers first. And you're going to have people just show up in your vault every now and again. New dwellers come in. You can also actually have them come in and find you by doing your radio. And your radio will then go ahead and bring them in. But another way of getting loot is also to use these lunch boxes that you'll get as drops. Now, I don't typically purchase boxes. I like to earn my stuff in-game. And see, we got this one, equip a dweller. We're going to get another one there, sell a weapon or outfit, or collect more food there. Now, again, organizing your peeps. Now, first, we have our primary person here in Agility who has Agility 5. If you didn't know, you can actually just click on their name right up here, and you can actually change their name. Now, the first thing I do is I take out their last name, and I just call them Kelly. And then I put this is A5. A5 for Agility 5. That just tells me that she has Agility 5. Instead of me having to look through her perks every time, I know exactly what she is. Also, alphabetically, she's going to sort together with all the other Agility people that I'm currently using. And the same thing here with Alice. We're going to take her last name out. And then we're going to say A, and then I think she's an A2 with a space bar. And then make sure you keep collecting your stuff here. Right here, let's see, her agility is 2. Yes, all right. And then over here, same thing. Now, I typically will also go in and add your guys' name into the vault. We'll do that later on after we get this kind of started up. And this person, again, is my Perception 5. So she's my top person in there, right? She's the person I'm going to go ahead and definitely keep primarily in that particular room. The same thing over here. We're going to look at this other person. She's got Intelligence. She's at Intelligence 3. So definitely we'll go ahead, and you can probably get the general gist of it. I3 for Intelligence 3. Sometimes also I'll change it depending on whether in the STEM pack room or Radaway room as well. But now we've got them named. And I name all of my dwellers. I make sure that I kind of have an understanding of what everybody's job is. And he's an S5 for strength 5. Then over here, we got Jeremy. And again, I like to organize it so I know what's going on at any given time. And I think he's an S3. If we click on it, yes, he's a strength 3. And then down here, we've also got Jennifer here, who's pretty awesome. She's got a strength 3 as well. And this allows me to know who also I need to put into training later on based on whether they are low strength or high strength or whatnot. Jeremy here is strength 2. Let's go ahead and say strength 2. So now I've basically just named out all of my dwellers. Now, another thing that I will do is name my Wasteland Explorers as well. But I go out and I see who's my hot shot. I see who is my my big gun here. Anybody who actually finds some stuff, some armor or weapons or whatever at the very beginning is pretty epic. They've already been out there for 11 minutes. Their health is looking really good, so we might be able to go a full hour with these guys. These guys are pretty good. And now there's another way, again, to get loot, and that is to open up our lunch boxes. We're going to go ahead and do that here in just a second. First, we're going to go ahead and do this battle. To battle! It's battle time! All right, now this little side game we play called Stream Raiders. Very, very fun. Keep that going. I'm also going to keep collecting all my food and water while you guys are watching that as well. And again, the game goes a little slower in the beginning in Fallout Shelter, but it definitely gets super busy at some point where you're doing a bunch of stuff. I'm in the way. Where you're doing a bunch of stuff, like you're managing your outfits, you're managing your weapons, you're defending because people are attacking the vault and stuff like that. It's important to establish defenses and who your defensive people are very early on. Let me slide myself back over here. Very early on, so that when you go to defend it, that you have your people come in and they're taking on your toughest people in your stream or in your vault, and they have the best weapons and the best gear to try to wipe those guys out before they get any further in the vault. All right, open the captain's chest, hit that rewards. There we go. Dr. J. Paul getting some love. Hey, Ariton knows what to do here. 23 assists there. That's 1,000 kiss caps in the chat because he put down all 6 units and was the MVP at the same time. Also, AMZ, Paul showing you how it's done with all 6 units as well. I see you there. Nice job. And again, we're going to keep these battles going. We'll go back and collect all this stuff later. We want to try to get to this blue one right here. Now, that blue one gives you a chance of winning a free skin. So that's why we always kind of head for those, because I want you guys to get hooked up as best you can. I'm going to go ahead and put my little guy right in here somewhere. Let's put him over here on this side. I feel like the best thing to do is go by these little friendly marble guys who are going to haste us here. Speed increase allied units to range 5. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost the range damage instead, since we have a haste person there. And we just need to keep these guys alive, and they'll give us huge boosts so we can go in and wipe everything out and bring in the Ws. And we'll come back to that in a bit. Oh, we got to check our quests. I bet you got a bunch to collect. Oh, look at me being bad, everybody. We got to collect all of this stuff here so we can progress our quest lines. Let's go ahead and wow, we got more down here too. We got more to go. All right, there we go. Now, what do we got to do next? Get 8 kills. All right, we'll watch for that and keep this going. Right over here. Oh, I got to keep collecting my stuff. You got to stay very diligent on collecting your stuff. All right, we'll come back to that in a bit. I'm going to crank my sound level up as well. How is that for you guys? All right, there we go. Okay, so what we're doing again, now you've noticed that my food and water is getting further up, and that's because I'm very diligently collecting it. You want to be very diligent in keeping that up there. Now, my power's not any problem right now. I could probably let that go down a little bit and let that slide, but the further up that this goes, the more diligent you need to be in collecting that stuff as quick as possible. All right, now let's go ahead and do the next part here, and that is do some of our lunchboxes. Now, I actually started a lunchbox game where you guys guess which one is going to be the best card in there, whether it's going to be an outfit or all of that. But we're doing a giveaway right now, so I can't do it. I can't do both of them at the same time, sadly. I can either do a giveaway or I can do a contest, so we're just going to skip it. For this one, But if you want to play along in the chat, feel free to try to guess. There we go. Let's open this first one. And I think this is one of the genius parts. By the way, this was the inspiration of Fallout 76's card system, by the way, which is another stroke of genius, is the card system in which you can switch in and out of your perks. I feel like once you see that that's done that way, that's the way Fallout should always have been, is using this awesome card system. So let's go. What do we got? We got 100 caps. Very nice. We've got level 4 rifle, so now we do have some defense. For our peeps. Oh, look out, some legendary junk right out the bat on the very first one. Do you know I've actually got power armor on my very first one before? Very, very lucky. So some legendary junk there. And the last one. Oh, wait, actually we got one more. Some power there, which we don't really need. And, oh, another legendary. Oh, we got Bitter Cup. Oh, we got a legendary dweller in our very first thing. Now, that is what I'm talking about, everybody. You guys bring me incredible luck here in the stream. I'm telling you, every time I stream and you guys are hanging out, I mean, I get the luckiest thing in any game that I'm playing because I have terrible RNG, everybody. I am the worst. While everybody else has all of their wolf pelts, I've got 2. So, yes, Bitter Cup, we got a legendary dweller, and she is a high charisma dweller and very high intelligence, or I mean endurance as well, and definitely across the board. That is, she'd actually make a really great explorer as well, and also a great person to make other dwellers with because she has very high charisma. All right, so there we go. So now we got to make sure not to neglect our food and water though while we're doing that. Oh, look, we got a new dweller. Here she is. Right over here, look at this. Now, if you notice that she has all of these stats, plus she has this over here on the side, the +2, the +1, all of this. This means that her outfit is boosting those particular stats. So she has 5, 6, 7 strength and 4 +2 perception. And the great thing about legendary dwellers is you can put them where they're most needed. Like right now, the thing that's the lowest of my 3 things is my water. And it usually is in every single playthrough, by the way. Your water's usually your thing you're struggling on. So we can go ahead and look at her outfit over here. Oh, wait, we got to get her in the vault first. That's right. We got to pull her in the vault. We'll pull her into the vault door for right now. And then we can go ahead and take a look and see that Bitter Cup right here is 2, 2, 2, and 1. And it's like one of those things you can do in here. You can collect all of the famous figures in Fallout, including people like Three Dog and all of that. I love Three Dog, one of my favorite characters in the Fallout franchise. But you get the idea right here. And so she's got a lot of boosted outfit stats there as well. Now, I like to put my people straight to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab her, and I'm going to put her right in here, and it's going to say +5. She's 5 better than whoever else is in there. Then I'm going to pull that person out. And again, this is where... Whoa, we got room on fire. Hold on. Room on fire. Look out. Right over here, bro. You got to be quick. You got to get somebody in there quick before it spreads to the other areas. Oh, too late. Too late. All right, wait. Get back in there. Now, what's going to happen is these peeps are going to try to put that fire out. You have all sorts of things that happen in there. And one of the cool things they do with the game, watch as everybody goes back to the appropriate room in which they were in originally, right? Before the event happened. And right before the event happened, I had pulled Buttercup in here. And now what it's going to do, if you notice here, it's got 15 seconds left, but we're gonna let it cycle. Oh, you can't see it because my little avatars are in the way. But you'll see it here in a second. It'll actually come up here in about 5 seconds, and we're going to check the difference, right? We're going to check the difference if Bittercup's in there or someone else, right? So boom, there we go. It's going to take 1 minute and 20 seconds, and it made her happier in there. I'm going to pull her out for a second. I'm going to put this other person in there. And now you can see it went up, or you can kind of see that it's 2 minutes and 41 seconds. So it's literally an extra minute with that other person there. And you can keep swapping them out as much as you want in there as well. But when they're working in a room, when they're in the vault working, their happiness is actually going up. And their happiness will automatically go up to a certain amount. I believe it is a balance of 75%. Or maybe 85%. I can't remember. I think it's 75%. So if you put somebody in a room and they're really unhappy, they're at 50%, and then you put them in the room for a while, they'll start to level up. They'll start to have fun. They'll start talking to each other. Because they're here talking to each other in here, everybody. They're actually talking. I need a screwdriver for my project. Do you have one? Let's find out. Does she have one? I have a hammer. Same thing. And so they have all this interactive dialogue that they're doing with each other, which is great. Now, if you got somebody standing around in your vault, everybody, you got someone doing nothing. So you're out of here, girl. Go out there and explore that wasteland. Find some loot. Again, in the very beginning, you want to find just your equilibrium and leave it in that equilibrium and work very much on your achievements. It's going to help you a lot. Let's go ahead and claim our food here. You want to claim this stuff as quick as possible, too, so you can get into the next thing. Equip a dweller with an outfit. Now, I'm going to show you a great little trick here also with your outfits. Oh, there we go. Collect all that stuff. Is you can literally go in, take her outfit off, then go ahead and put her outfit back on again, and guess what? You just got that done. Another little Kismet trick there, and we're back up to 3 bathang. So now, whoa, we're off to a great start today. Man, holy mackerel. This is a great start to get a legendary dweller right at the very beginning. It's going to help you a lot on whatever you're hurting on, which is typically going to be your water. Let's open another one. This is a great thing to do in between while you're waiting for your resources. Sawed-off shotgun, nice. Some duct tape. Some caps, we can always use those. Some rataways, and... whoa, 500 caps. Now, that's also a great thing to get in the very beginning. We didn't get any legendaries or anything super special, but caps are definitely a big help. What do we get next? Oh, another legendary. We got some more legendary junk we can use for crafting stuff. Awesome. Over here, some stem packs. We can use that later on. Oh, and there we go. We got some nightwear for when it's time to get our sexy groove on and make more dwellers. Right here, more caps. Wow, we're rolling in the caps today. And wow, okay, that is super lucky to get 1,000 caps at the beginning of the game. Holy moly. Let's see what we get here. More rifles. Awesome. More caps again. Some junk there. Some toy cars. We got some power. Not very useful. And, oh my god. Wow. That is an incredibly great start. Now, you can also buy more if you want. It helps do the thing by going in there. But right now, I have the Steam overlay turned off right now. But I can go in and enable it later on. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and level up. Now that person is level 3. Now, what we did is we got a whole bunch of loot. So let's go ahead and take a look at our loot here. This is our storage, by the way, right over here. We have a storage space of 8 out of 10, so we have enough. We have 1 outfit. We have a bunch of general junk, and we don't have any pets yet, but hopefully we get some fun pets who can help us out. Now, the best weapon in here right now, in here is our sawed-off shotgun, and it's a level 6-7, right? So we want to go ahead and take our best person, our person who's the strongest, and give them the best weapon so that they can help defend the thing when it gets attacked here, right? Now, I've got 2,336 caps. That is insane, everybody. That's an insane amount of caps at the very beginning of the game. Absolutely crazy. Now, I usually wait until I get about 500 caps before I start to expand my vault. But since we have 2,000 caps, I think we're going to be fine. So let's go ahead and get our living quarters here. And we want to go ahead and destroy our living quarters. You're like, well, Kevin, why would you do that? Why would you want to destroy it? Well, because I don't want my living quarters disturbed. But if I try to take it out, as you can see here, it says cannot destroy your room since your vault would be overpopulated. So what we need to do first, collect our resources and keep collecting those, is we need to make another room here, right? We'll wait till our thing goes away here. We will go ahead and make another room, and we'll slide back over this way. And we're going to go ahead and build some living quarters onto the one here at the bottom. Right? So now, if I have a whole bunch of peeps come in, they're going to come in, they're going to go into this room, and then they're going to end up down here, into this one, into that one, and then down here. Where, again, I usually put my my living quarters eventually way down here, because look at all this room you have to expand your vault later on, right? Lots and lots of room to expand. But there we go. Now we can go ahead, go to living quarters here, and we can go ahead and destroy those living quarters, and now we have that open space. So, again, when you double up your living quarters here, it just makes it where more people can be in those living quarters. When you double up on your generators here, it actually becomes more efficient when you have multiple rooms combined than if you have separate rooms. It's actually less efficient in the amount of power that it's generating or whatever it is in that particular room. Now, what I want to also do, even though I do have a power room already here, and I have tons of caps caps already, is actually to move my power generation up here to the top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and decide, do I want to move this person right here, who has very high strength, and move them up here into strength room because they have strength 7. And then go ahead and grab this person here, Jeremy, or nope, not Jeremy, I think it's Bobby here, who has a strength 5, and put them in the top room as well. Now, they're among my 2 strongest dwellers that I can go ahead and utilize up there. Now, also down here, I'm going to need to find someone who has a little bit of perception. Let's say Jeremy here. All right, Jeremy, I'm going to put you over here in perception. Not as strong as using Bitter Cup, but at least we're going to have somebody in there helping that water going on, and hopefully we get some water outfits that are going to help us later on. So we'll go ahead and we'll get him, and then we'll go ahead and say, all right, we're going to change this guy's name, and we're going to say he's now our perception guy, just like that. There we go. And if we go in and look at our dwellers, and we sort it by dwellers, you can see that all the strength ones are together because it's alphabetical. All the perception ones are together, and you see intelligence here. Now, Bitter Cup, I won't change Bitter Cup's name. Usually I like to leave my legendary names the same. But as you can see here, all the agility ones are together. Great way to group all of your dwellers together. Uh-oh, room on fire. Now, I find on the PC, everybody, that it spreads faster than I can get my people in there. Most of the time. But there we go. Yeah, see, by the time I get my guy in there, even though he's in the room right next to it, it's just like accelerated a bit faster than it would be like on the tablet. On the tablet, you actually have a lot more time to get your peeps in. I don't know if it's like because it's on PC that it's slightly accelerated, but very, very tough to get them there. And usually it happens in rooms that are empty, by the way. Notice this room is empty. And thus it would then spread to this one and to this one. Now, if you do have empty rooms, one of the smart things to do with your empty rooms is to actually offset the room so there's nothing next to it or above it or around it. And you'll see me do that much later in the game where I'll add more elevators, and then I'll add my empty rooms, like my charisma rooms, way down here at the bottom as well. Now, we also have some sexy peeps who want to get freaky, so we're going to have them get freaky here for a minute. As well. Now, who is someone else who has really high charisma? How can we check? Well, we can go here to special, and we can actually click through special until we find the one that we want. We can sort them ascending or descending. So ascending, I can try to find out who has the highest charisma in here, and I can tell you my peeps are not very high charisma. That is for sure. But we've got Bitter Cup, who has incredibly high charisma. And then we'll get Tyler here, I guess, who's our next. Who is Bobby got some charisma? No, he does not. He does not have enough charisma. But we could put an outfit on him and give him higher charisma as well. But we're going to go ahead and use Tyler here because he also has low happiness, right? You definitely want to use people with low happiness. So let's go ahead and see who we got in the Wasteland, see if anybody's found anything yet. No, not yet. They've definitely found some caps, but no outfits or no weapons. But to bring him back, by the way, the amount of time that you've sent them out into the Wasteland also is how long. It's also how long it takes them to get back. So if we try to get Tyler here, who's been out there for 29 minutes, and hit recall, it's going to take them about 29 minutes to get back. It takes a long time. For them to get back. You can also accelerate their return if you have Nuka-Cola Quantums, which you can collect. You can do different quests and all sorts of cool stuff in the game. But we're going to actually just let him keep going. That's what we'll do. And we'll try to use somebody in the vault as well. So we'll try to find someone who's actually in the vault, not exploring, who's under charisma, and who has low happiness. So our next candidate, because it needs to be male and female, is Jeremy here. Jeremy is in the water treatment plan. We just moved him over. His charisma is pretty low. It's a level 1 charisma, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and try to flip it this way, see if we can find anybody else. Again, Jeremy is our charisma go-to guy here in the strength because he actually has charisma 2, which the other one has charisma 1. So we want Jeremy here. We'll get him. right over here. I think it's this guy. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and throw him in our room. Now, it's going to make our power take longer. Now, it's going to take 12 minutes for just one person to do that. So we're going to let that kind of run. And then we're going to go ahead and get Bittercup here and drop her in there as well. Now, depending on how high the charisma is how long it's going to take for them to connect. And you, as the overseer, your job is to connect people together and make more Vault Dwellers over time. So there we go. So they're going to hang out and talk with each other. Must have died in that last rad roach attached because, baby, I'm in heaven. All right, he likes her already. Now, we can actually speed this process up by going in and also giving him some nightwear. So now his charisma has gone up from 2 to 5, right? And her charisma is 10. So she's already pretty styling, right? And so, of course, the more charisma both of them have, the quicker that they couple up with each other. Oh, and she said something there. Is there a Yao Guai in the vault? He must be looking for you, honey. All right. Now, sometimes they're not into each other. And if they're not into each other, it takes a lot longer. Oh, and there they go. Now, when they start dancing, that means they're into each other. They're going to start having some fun. And we could potentially have a brand new Vault Dweller. Now, the only problem is when your Vault Dwellers are pregnant, everybody, is that they cannot battle. They cannot attack. So keep that in mind. Now, we also want to go ahead and equip our guy right here. And then we'll go ahead and equip somebody else who might have high perception. Where's our perception person here? And put the other level action rifle on them. It doesn't do any good sitting in your storage. And we'll let them boogie down there. And again, in the very beginning, you don't want to overexpand. That's the #1 way to kill your vault, is to overexpand your vault too quickly. Also, when you get to a certain point, I think it is 24 dwellers, if I'm remembering correctly. It's been so long since I was playing the beginning of this game. It's after you get to a certain amount of dwellers, you start getting attacked. So you don't want to rush. I think it might be 14. You don't want to rush too quickly to get too many dwellers because... Oh, they in love. Now, they're going to go ahead and run behind the thing there, and we're going to have little baby dwellers show up. Yes, I did, Rotisserie G. I used it. All right. Oh, I feel bad for her already. Look at that. Barely can walk. Could I be any happier? Nope. Now, what just happened also when you couple people up, his happiness went from 50% to 100%. And well, how does that help you, everybody? But up here, see, as you move up the happiness scale, you're getting bonus food, water, and power. And you want to try to keep as many people happy as possible. Now, she's still super useful. She can still go in there and keep your power running. But defending your vault, she's not going to be able to do it. She's actually just going to run away. So I'm going to go ahead and take her weapon away. And then I'm going to go ahead and give somebody else, who's one of my primary people in here, my perception there, agility over here, over here. We'll go ahead and give them the sawed-off shotgun for now. Or actually, hold on. We'll go and give this guy the sawed-off shotgun since he's right here at the beginning. And get our food. And then we'll give her the lesser level action rifle. Now, this guy doesn't need to hang on to this charisma outfit. I'm just going to go ahead and take it off now. And then we'll take him and we'll put him back where he goes, into the power room. Now, the next thing we want to do is make even more Vault Dwellers, right? Because these take a while for them to grow up into babies. And then eventually, as babies, it will take them a while to grow up into a full-fledged Vault Dweller. So we definitely want to kind of think long term. Now, one of the things I also will do to make mega dwellers, as I like to call them, is actually not level them up. Is to actually put them in the training room right away, right? When they become adult dwellers, or if people come into my vault, I will put them into training right away. But if you do, if you actually have vault dwellers that are born, you can put them in training and literally get them to max in every single stat. Oh, got another one done. And every single stat before, and we want to check out our dwellers, before you actually send them out to the wasteland or before you level them up at all. And why is that important? Well, if you have your endurance at maximum and you're having people level up, well, guess what? They're getting way more HP. And I've actually converted my original vault, Vault 45, and replaced every single dweller in the vault with mega dwellers. So every single one of them are incredibly OP. It's a lot of work, take you a lot of time and a lot of effort, but it definitely is a great way of doing that, except for my legendaries, of course. My legendaries I keep in the vault as well. And you can boot people from the vault as well. You can click on them and say, guess what, bro? You out of here. And you can actually eject them permanently from the vault if you want to. But I rarely do. I rarely do. There is a point, though, that I will get full. You can only have up to 200 dwellers in your vault. I would love it if we, got an expansion where we could make it 1,000 or more, because that would be insane. Imagine a one that's 5 times the size of this. That would be amazing, I think. But let's go ahead and keep going here. Now we're ready to expand our vault. We're ready to get some more little dwellers. Let's check in on our peeps here. Look at their health. Oh, look, she's level 2 now. She leveled up. She got 3 caps there. Plenty of health. She full healed when she got to level 2. So she's pretty strong. She's a strong one as I explorer, though I am going to need her in my other rooms. Dennis is taking a lot of damage and is radiated. He's halfway into level 1. He might make it to level 2 in time. We'll see. Jonathan Lewis also running out there. He's got a bit of caps. No outfits or things yet. And that's okay. Tyler is more than halfway on his level up. And he's still got plenty of health. So again, I find at the very beginning they can go out for usually around an hour or more real time. And then they will typically either level up or die. So hopefully they do more leveling up than dying. All right, you can see that our water and food are looking rock solid. So let's go ahead again and find some peeps that we want to level up. Now, we want to go ahead and click on this guy. He's 75% happiness. And what we want to do is we want to keep our happiness at 100%. And the way we can do that is either rush a room, and if we actually succeed in rushing that room, it'll bring their happiness up, or we can couple them up and make more vault dwellers. So we're going to just start with the men, since we have less men than we have women in the vault, and that's okay. We're going to go ahead and grab Bobby here, and we're going to put him down there in the charisma room. And we're going to go ahead and find someone else for him to couple up with. Now, we could actually couple everybody up with Bittercup to make it go faster, but she's already pregnant. So we're going to go ahead and find some other people here who need a little bit of love. So let's go ahead and start with our power. Since our power is so squared away, we'll go ahead and take both of those in there. Now, the problem with these two right here is that they both have Charisma 1, so it's going to be very low. So I'm going to go ahead, and I could give either of them the outfit, like I give her the outfit, or I could take that outfit off like this and give him the outfit. It doesn't really matter. It's still going to take them a really long time to get into the vibe of having a child. And so when they're not in the production room, of course, you're not producing that as much power or food or water. And so you're basically taking a hit on your production. Uh-oh, Rad Roaches. Oh, look, and he's got the shotgun. All right, look, he's showing himself a good protector. And he got XP and also happiness from taking care of those. Well, that was good. That was a good one to get that going on, because he actually had the weapon there. And it's good to spread your weapons around into different rooms. I eventually like everybody to be armed as well. But if they are pregnant, they don't need to be armed, everybody. If you don't have enough weapons, make sure to put it on someone else. And then she'll run back and hide in the living quarters. And that's why I have the living quarters at the bottom, so she'll have a place to hide if people do attack. So we'll let them go for a while, and really that's about it. Now you're just kind of sitting here waiting for things to happen. And again, the beginning of the game is a lot slower than later in the game when you have a lot of people going on, and you might have even Bottle and Cappy coming in and out of your vault and things going on. You're bringing back loot, and you're sorting loot, and you're giving people different outfits and micromanaging all of that stuff. But you have to get over the beginning of the game, the beginning of the building out your vault. And collecting your resources and just kind of waiting for things to kind of build up. You kind of want to build up that momentum over time. And again, I would much prefer to have a lot of people out in the wasteland in the early game collecting loot than to have them in the vault just sitting there really just collecting resources to keep the vault going. But all you really need is about 2 people, and actually we could probably get away with even less because right here, because Bittercup is so powerful, we could just put her in the power, and that's really all we need now. We just need 1 person in that power. So what we could do is go ahead and grab this guy. Oh, and look, they're starting to vibe down here. Yeah, there we go. Get it going. What would I do without you? And so they'll vibe for a while. Now, if I do put another man in there, then she may switch guys and go to him, and it'll take longer, so I don't want to disturb that right now. Oh, and it's on like Donkey Kong. I love spending time with you. It's another happy coupling in the vault, everybody. There we go. And back there he goes. Now, while he's back there doing his thing, we're going to go ahead and get dude right here, Jeremy, and take a look at him. He's already 100% happiness, right? So we don't need to pull him out of there and bring his happiness up. There's only one more guy in the vault right now, which is Jeremy here. We're going to go ahead and pull him over here. We're going to go ahead and put these guys back where they go, put him back up here, try to grab his outfit, and take off his outfit there like that, collect that water. And then we're going to go ahead and put Jennifer. Now, notice that she's got an S3 here. The S3 stands for strength, and that allows me to remember what room she goes into, right? So I don't even have to look at her stats. I know that she's S for strength and that she goes into the power room, right? Pretty easy. Now, the sad thing over here, we're missing, we already pulled 1 person out of the water room, so we don't want to pull both people out of the water room, or that'll really mess us up. We'll run out of water there as well. So let's go ahead and find somebody over here. We've got Alice and we've got Kelly. Now, Kelly is our primary agility person, and she's got a weapon right now, so we're going to go ahead and grab Alice here. And put her down there. We're going to go ahead and give him his sexy nightwear. And we're going to go ahead and let them couple up as well. So I'm making new dwellers, everybody. That's my goal right now. Now, I am 13 of 18 dwellers, so I can have up to 18 in the vault. So when these babies are born, we will be doing pretty good. Now, at some point in your vault experience, you'll want to just let the vault run. Now, one of the things I also like to do is you can save this as a cloud save, and you can play it on another computer. Like I could install it on Steam on this computer. We'll play for a bit here, and then I could actually put it on my other computer and then also play it up there while we're also playing another game over here. And this is one of those kind of passive games. So you want to kind of, especially if you're playing it on mobile, you just kind of want to let it run, and maybe you're watching TV or maybe you're doing something else, and you look down every now and again, you know, collect your resources and then watch TV or do whatever it is you're doing, right? Waiting for your kids or whatnot. And then you look again, you collect more resources, and you try to keep building up your vault as you go. And we had an incredible start. Having that many caps in the very beginning is incredibly good. Let's see if we've got any more achievements. We want to go ahead and collect 100 water. We want to sell a weapon or outfit. I don't really feel like doing that right now. And successfully extinguish a vault fire, even though we've already done that before. Sometimes you do something, and then it will come up right after that happens. We know we'll get a vault fire eventually. Let's see. Call the doctor. I'm having an infarction. That's a heart attack because you're so... Oh, never mind. That guy's not very smooth. Let's say Natar's TDK in the chat saying, hey, Kismet, hope the night is going well. Yes, we're old school here. We're playing some Fallout Shelter, one of my favorite games of all time, everybody. I love this. This is my very first game that I played on the stream 7 years ago today. So let's go ahead, and my stream has greatly evolved since then. I can do so many things, an unlimited amount of cool stuff here in the stream now. I just got to have the time and effort to make it all work. That's the hard part. Let's go do a battle. To battle! Grab those resources, level up my peeps. All right, they're dancing. They're having a good time. Let's hope they level up. Oh, wait, not haste. We want range damage because we already got haste there in the center. Range damage. Let's go. Get you guys some loot. Oh, and they coupled up. Got peeps leveling up left and right here in the vault. Nice. We're back up to 2,500 caps already. Uh-oh, rad roach infestation. Oh, it interrupted my coupling. Oh, why you do me like that? Why you do me like that? Send somebody down there with a weapon. Kill them rad roaches. I'm getting attacked. We did it. Yay. All right. We killed them rad roaches. You guys missed the action, but that's okay. You guys are having fun right here. There we go. Open the captain's chats. Give you guys some love. Paul, AMZ, Dr. J. This little side game we play, usually about a minute or so every 30 minutes. Very fun. Shark Girl is our MVP with 20 kills. Fantastic job, Shark Girl. Arlington with all 6 units. Paul with all 6 units. Rotisserie G and AMZ. All 6 units down. Way to work as a team, everybody. Crushing it. Look at this. We're already up to level tier 16 already. And here we are, everybody. You want to join us for a battle. This is the one to join us for. This one right here has a high chance of giving you guys a free skin. A pretty good chance anyway. We're going to go ahead and get around our little marble friends here. I'm going to go ahead and fast run these guys. Or range damage. Range it. Because if we got this guy here, this person already hastes us by 50%. So it's better to give everybody some range damage to wipe them out. And we wiped them out real fast on that one. So again, follow the link in the chat. Find me or Captain Kismet. Go ahead and start putting down your units and we'll come back to it in 30 minutes. All right. Now what you guys missed out on is right here. Cupid just emptied his quiver. Now, these guys got together. They were having a great time. They were dancing. They were grooving. They were in love. They started to run off behind the thing to have a little moment together. And bam, an event dropped and interrupted the whole process. So now I've got to have them go through the whole process again to try to get another Vault Dweller going on. Now, I highly suggest that you make sure that you don't have all women pregnant in the vault, meaning that you have just women and they're all pregnant because they won't be able to defend the vault. Though there is actually a really great trick that you can do if they are coming through the vault, is that you can separate out your buildings so they will not spread to another building. Like if I put another elevator here, which I'll do eventually, and I'll move this down. And so it'll be separate. So if anything happens in that empty room, it will not spread to any other room. Or another great Kismet tip for you. I especially would do that with your living quarters, which you're not using all that much. Oh, there we go. They're vibing again. We make such a cute couple. I agree. There we go. Let's turn the sound back on. Oh, and there we go. Okay, round 2. They're going to try again to have a little baby. Sometimes it takes a few tries, everybody. There we go. Let's get in there. Make me some more Vault Dwellers. Let's go. And there we go. And when he comes running out, I usually just take their outfit off straight away. All right. Now, he's 100% happy, and she's 100% happy. Right, so there we go. And if we click on them, we know what they do because here's agility 2, so we know she goes right back there. Oh, come on. Right back in there. And then what's his? Perception 2, so we know he goes into the perception room. Right over there. All right, so now we got some happy dwellers. We're at 95% happiness. We're getting plus 10 to all of our stuff, so our vault is just rock solid. But we've got 2 more peeps here, right? We got 2 more peeps here that we could be making more Vault Dwellers. If you're in a hurry, you can go ahead and get them going on as quick as possible. Now, at this point, since I have most of my people in the vault are 100%, then I would pick them solely on Charisma, just on the base of the speed to get those people going on. So we're going to put Jeremy back in here, even though he has already been in there before. We're going to give him the outfit there, and we've got 2 more ladies here that want to get vibing, and our food's looking really good right now, so let's go ahead and pull her in there. Now, another thing you can do to speed this up in case they vibe with a different person is you can put them both in there. And the larger this is the more couples that you can put in there, the more men and women you can put in that particular thing. Oh, there's our 100 water. in here to start vibing with each other. So maybe he's going to vibe with her quicker than with this one, right? Or I could put 2 men in there and 2 women, and so on. Now, the problem is if I pull too many people, it's going to affect my overall production, right? And so I'm going to put 2 women and 2 men in there and see how fast that gets going on. And I find often that they'll switch couples in there as well. And we'll listen. Oh, he's already dancing. There we go. Did your father sell diamonds? Because you're flawless. There we go. Some good pickup lines there. I wait my turn for battle. Well, hey, there you go. Keep putting down those units. Now, both of these ones on the left here are Charisma 1. Now, if you don't want to have them cross-flip back and forth, just don't put the other 2 in there. Ah, room on fire. Now, again, look at that. She's out of there. Now, I'm not going to even bother to send her there. I'm going to send her up here into this room. I'm going to have to pull these people into these other rooms. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because she's going to run out of that room. And it will continue to spread over there as well. Now, see, the pregnant ladies don't have anywhere to go because the room that they usually run to is on fire. But that's now not on fire, and you'll see them run in there. And we also got our vault thing there. Now, one of the cool things, again, that this game does is it remembers where it is post-event, and it will go ahead and put them all back where they were. And since we had all the peeps in here, they will run back in here. All the peeps that were in here will run back in there. And I purposely dragged people up here who could put out the fire straight away because I knew that these people would run away. All right. And we'll go ahead and claim these. Make sure you claim these right away so that it gives you your next thing. Oh, we got to upgrade as well. So we're going to, again, let them vibe down there. And now we got to start all over again, too, by the way. Whenever you get interrupted like that, you have to start all over. So you want to try to keep that interruption down as much as possible. Now, also what's going to happen is the only people who will be able to defend the vault or stop events and things like that will be the males, right? So the 3 males that I have. And I like to have it usually pretty balanced between males and females. So this way we can expand the vault with the females and we can defend the vault with the males as well. All right, and they're vibing again there. Let them do their thing. Let's check in on our peeps out in the wasteland. Anybody find anything yet? 69 caps. Wow, whoever you are, you're finding some serious caps there, Helen. Nice job. I wonder what your stats are. Look at that. 69 in 51 minutes. She's about half health. Again, we want to keep watching them. Whoa, she went level 3. Whoa, way to go, Judy. Judy's level 3 already, everybody. Very rarely do I see him get to 3. Normally, they get to level 2, and then I'll pull them back, or I'll let them go until they die, and then pull them back. Dennis is struggling. He's struggling, but he did find some caps. Lewis had found some caps here. He's almost about to level up, which means he's going to get a full heal as well, except for it's not going to heal his radiation. And what's happening here, everybody, these are all like random encounters that they're doing, right? He found a Yao Guai. I think it's his lunch. I was crazy to take on this Yao Guai. Hopefully I can get away. So he ran away from the Yao Guai, which is always a smart idea when you don't have any weapons or armor. And he took a little bit of damage, but he did get away. There was a dog. He killed the dog. He got some XP. And so on. And he's like talking about different journal entries and whatnot there. Let's see. Tyler here is not doing too bad. He's not quite half health. He probably is going to get a level up and then get his health back up. They might go like an hour and a half. Now, again, if we run them out for an hour and a half, what we need to do is then tell them to run back. And whenever you go and you send them out and you're ready to bring them back and you don't want to sit and wait real time for them to come back, right? What you can do is basically log out of the game. So you can say, okay, everybody start going back. You log out of the game, and within a minute or two, what will happen is it'll no longer require you to do food or water. Remember, you got like a 2-minute window when you log out. So make sure that your food, water, and power is all the way up. Then when you log out, all of your people start to run back. You know, you go to work, you do your school work, you do whatever you need to do in life. And then what you do is you come back in about an hour and a half, and guess what? They'll be back at the vault with a whole bunch of loot. And it's one of those kind of games you can play as an active game like we are right now, or you can play it as a more passive game where you set a bunch of stuff up going, you let it run, you turn your tablet off, or in my case, my PC, and then you go do something else, and then you come back, and then GG's all around. You're back up and running. But we're just trying to get our vault dweller on up here. Let's get it going. Whole lot of preggers. Are you prepared for the baby boom? I am. I'm very prepared because I have 2,600 caps, everybody. That's incredible amount of caps in the very beginning game. And since I have so many caps, by the way, I could just let them go out into the wasteland. God, she's level 3. Oh, I think she was level 2 before she left, maybe. Yeah, I think she might have leveled up before she left. Because she's only 35 minutes in. So what I can do is just let them go until they die, and that means that they will collect the maximum amount of loot that they can before they die, and then recall them back. And then basically they will go out for the longest amount of time, and then they'll come back over that time as well on the way back. And there's really not much to do right now. Again, just sitting here chilling out. We can wait for them, or we can just watch our stuff. Now look what's happening to our food and water up here, right? We're starting to diminish on our food, especially because we're waiting. We got about another 11 seconds. A thing that I'll do also is if I'm waiting on something that's really close, is I'll click on the thing, click on the room so I can see exactly when it comes up, and then click it. Right, to make sure that it doesn't get to a point where I am at a deficit. If you get below on certain things here, if you get below on the power, what it does is, of course, it starts turning off different rooms. I think... Num Num Cookie! Happy birthday, Kismet! Thank you, Big JP. Thanks for coming in and hanging out as well. Yeah, Flux, we're going to eat some food here. And then also on your water and stuff, you can see that it's almost done. And then the second it comes up, boom. And that will give us more time to do the sexy time down here, making more vault dwellers. Now, I typically, at this point, I will get all of the vault dwellers pregnant. Now, another thing also with your pregnant vault dwellers is they take about an hour before the babies are born, and then it takes about another hour for those babies to grow up. So, you set a timer. Okay, I've got everybody out in the wasteland. They're running. I've got all my ladies in the vault pregnant. I set a timer for an hour. I come back in an hour. Oh, and there we go. Another one going. I come back in an hour, and then guess what? I can just go ahead and do what I need to do, and then log out again, right? And then just keep coming back and playing a very passive way. You're not tied to actually have to actively play at the same time. And thus, we're going to switch into another game and come back and check on them later and see how all of our people have done out in the wasteland. And we'll also check on all of our ladies here and our new dwellers. So again, we can click on them. Where does she go? She's agility 5, back into the agility room, helping us with our food. He's our strength guy. And these guys are already vibing. So I'm going to go ahead and take his outfit off, and I'm going to put him right over here. Again, the higher the charisma, the faster this happens. So I'm going to go ahead and put him with the nightwear, and then that should... Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, now what's going to happen is this is going to go down into this room. So I'm not going to bother to even try to get up there in time because it's not going to make it in time. It's going to go straight down in this room. It can't go into the vault door, by the way, so I'm just going to run somebody up to help out. Oh, and there we go. We got the lovin'. We stopped the fire from getting down here where the lovin' is. And we're off and running. And again, notice during an event, she ran out of the room, out of there, and she ran to safety in your living quarters, which is why you want your living quarters to be at the bottom and not at the top. Where they put it at the top is a terrible place, because when they're coming in attacking, you don't want them to be where the living quarters is, where your people have nowhere to run to be safe. So, yeah. Oh, no! Sorry to hear that, Raz. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure it's a tough time. My condolences on the passing there, Raz. Again, lean on family members during that time. That's what I always do. That's why they're there. But again, I hope you got family to back you up on that one. Again, sorry to hear that, Raz. Much love, much love. All right, we got to get back to our dwellers over here. Let's go ahead and put our strength dweller back up here at the top. Right there. And we'll go ahead and take his outfit off. Right there. And then, again, we got Perception 5 right up there. Now, look at this, everybody. 100% happiness at the very beginning of the game. And you're like, well, Kismet, wait a minute. Not all of your people are happy. Why do you have 100% happiness? What about all those other people who aren't happy? Well, guess what? They're not in the vault. So if they're not in the vault, their happiness is not affecting my production. Another great Kismet tip for you. The people who are unhappy, send them out of the wasteland. This way it makes managing your vault much easier, and then you're going to see now that we can try to catch up on some of our food and get our food going on. Look at us at 2,800 caps at the very beginning. Very crazy. One of the things that it does a lot on the PC, I noticed that if I just barely touch the side there, it scrolls pretty fast. What do we got to do? Deliver one baby dweller. We got that on the way. Weapons and outfits. We haven't got any yet. Upgrade rooms. We could probably do that later on. We can go ahead and upgrade our stuff here. We could upgrade it. And, of course, its current production is 10. Our storage, 50. But if we upgrade it, we're going to get plus 25 and plus 2. You know what? Hey, we got caps. Let's do it. Let's just upgrade it. And this, I typically will just do whatever the achievements are. Because, look, we just got all those caps back. We just got all those caps back. Now, assign 5 dwellers to the right room. Now, again, this is another great little trick. You can go ahead and just pull them out of the room. Pull her. Oh, I can't put her in the vault door. That's right, I forgot. Pull her out of the room and then immediately just put her right back in the right room. There we go. Easy, right? And then here with agility, pull her out of the room. And then put her right back in the room. There we go. Look how easy that is. And then somebody over here with high strength, pull them out of the room. And then put them right back in the room. There we go. Now, do we have anybody else who is pretty much set for that particular room? Maybe Jennifer here. Let's pull her out. Let's put her... her best stat is strength. So if I can grab her, there we go. Put her back in there. There we go. 4 or 5. His best stat is strength, so we're going to pull him out. And then grab him, put him right back in, and there we go. Another 5 done, right? So super easy there. What do we got now? Collect 300 food, sell 1 weapon or outfit, and deliver a baby. A baby. Okay, so we got all of our ladies popping. We got all this going. We want to wait a few cycles to try to get these up to maximum if we can. That's going to take about a minute. We got 50 seconds there. Got a while on that one. Now, another thing we can do, again, since we have so many caps, is we can go ahead and extend our power generator up here at the top. Oops. That's power generator. We got to upgrade that to match the other one here. Let's see, now they're combined. There we go. Now that one's going to produce 25 power up there. So what we can do is just grab our peeps and put them up here. And the reason why we want to do that is they're just easier to manage in the same room. Now, one of the problems with not having anybody in these rooms here at the bottom is that their events are going to happen down there, and they're going to spread upwards into these other rooms. And that's okay. But eventually we want to also expand this down so that these rooms that are empty are not constantly causing an issue, right? And the way we do that is by adding an elevator like this. And then what I'm going to do is take out this rock. Again, since we have plenty of caps, we're just going to go ahead and do it now. I'm going to build living quarters here. And then I'll put another living quarters in there. And I'm going to waste all of that we spent and try to destroy that, get at least 20 caps back. But what's going to do is it's going to make it way easier on us now whenever this triggers an event. Now, when this one triggers an event, it's going to go up to here, and then it could split and go across to here. What happens if it does do a fire or whatever here, it's going to spread up to here, and then I can take the guy from here and run him into this room. And that's what I'll do, because all the rest of these ladies are going to run down to here. And so I could basically just ignore the events. If any event happens down in this room, I can just ignore it the entire time, because it can't spread to anywhere, right? It can't spread up, left, right, or down, because there's nothing around it. So that's why you'll see me also move it. Now, if you have enough caps in the beginning, which I did, but I just wanted to show you that, I would put the vault, the elevator in first before you go to move your thing down. If you have enough caps, usually you don't in the very beginning. I'm just trying to get rid of that. Usually you don't in the beginning. You usually don't have enough caps. You got to usually wait a little bit and then move it again. It's worth wasting the caps because we'll burn a few caps along the way. Believe me, I'm going to burn a whole lot of it, literally tens of thousands of caps over time. And we look pretty balanced here. Again, let's go ahead and check in on our peeps. Anybody with anything yet? 77 caps there. That's a lot of caps. We're right at the very beginning. Oh, look out. Boss battle time. It's time for a stream avatar boss battle. Type !join and then make your choice between a warrior, priest, or mage in the chat. You only got so many seconds. Go. All right, my guys are on. I notice my guys are taking damage also. Now, the more you upgrade the room, the more you upgrade your stuff is, the tougher these events become, by the way. The more you add to the room, meaning that you add 2, 3 rooms connected, the tougher those events will be. So I typically will keep most of my stuff unupgraded. There we go. Ladies coming back in again. You can see we're starting to catch up on our food and water now. Those ladies, again, ran down into this area down here to be safe. Looking good with 100% happiness, getting plus 10% boost. And then it's just kind of a waiting game. You look around, see what kind of things you can do. That stuff's all a waiting game. We're on a waiting game for our peeps. And again, anybody at a stage where they need to be pulled back. Oh, Dennis still rocking it. We got Nathan, or Jonathan there, who found an outfit. Found a radiation suit. There's our first person to find something right there. All right, Jonathan is an official one of my explorers now, everybody. He's what I call the Elite 25. Now, it used to be when Fallout Shelter first came out, you could send out all of your Vault Dwellers to the Wasteland, which I have done. I've sent all 200 of them out to the Wasteland to collect loot. But now they have it limited to only 25 that you can send out to the Wasteland at any given time. There we go. We've got a radiation suit. Awesome. Oh, and he found a weapon. He found a junky weapon, but he did find a weapon. I'm totally getting rid of that weapon. Oh, and he found a weapon too. Look at that. He found a scoped 44. Oh, and she found some battle armor. Oh, that's going to be good in our strength room. And she found a weapon too. Look at that. Everybody just suddenly found a weapon here. Or armor or whatnot. So yeah, they are my superstars there. In there. Now again, when they find something really awesome, typically those will become my explorers as well. Especially her right here. She found some battle armor. That's pretty nice in there. So we found some good stuff. So I'm gonna let them keep going though, and see how long we can run them in the Wasteland. And really, there's nothing else for me to do, everybody. This is a waiting game at this point. This is a great time to actually log out of the game and do something else, and then come back. Though we could keep working on our food stuff down here because one of our achievements is to collect so much food. But we're at 24 of 300, and the amount of food that we're collecting right now is really low, which is 8. So we'd have to sit here and wait for a whole bunch of cycles to get that one done. Later on, we'll, of course, expand our stuff out. And whatnot, but I usually keep it like this most of the time. I usually keep it where it's 2, 2, and then usually 3 or 4, watching the entrance of the vault, and then just keep sending people out to the Wasteland, even with no stampex or whatnot, and then rezzing them and then bringing them back when they find the maximum amount of loot. Let's go ahead and call it right there on this. So we did this for a couple hours. And so we'll go ahead and we'll say save and exit. Now, again, since we have our food running, that will continue to go, right? So it now knows that my people are running out to the wasteland. It knows that I got a bunch of pregnant ladies in there, and we got to wait for about an hour. We'll come back and check on it in an hour. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
All right. Now, you can see I have played for 100 hours here on the Steam version, but I can tell you I've literally played for thousands of hours on the other version, the iPad version. I really like the iPad version. I think it came out pretty great, or you can get an Android version of it as well. But also fun on the PC, I find. So we'll go ahead and let that run, and we're going to go ahead and jump in over here. We're going to go ahead and jump into some Satisfactory. Now, while this is all loading up and get going, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. Then we're going to come back and do a battle and have some more fun in just a bit. So I'll be right back. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Help support more videos just like this one and keep the Kismet love train a-going by dropping by my Patreon and showing your support. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Riverdog, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, AMZ, Carlos, Jeremiah, and the notorious TDK. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.